Defend yourself against DDoS attacks by hiding your true IP address with ExpressVPN, and visit my custom link expressvpn.com/ghilliemaster in the description to find out how you can get an extra 3 months free. GT Online has a lot of vehicles, there's no question about it, especially after so many years of updates. However, I feel we are still missing some of the nicer, more fan-favorite ones from some of the older GTA games, like GTA 4 for instance. So in this video, I want to go over 10 vehicles from GTA 4 that would be awesome to have in GTA Online. And for a lot of these, I'm not exactly sure why they haven't added them yet, because like I said, they're fan favorites, why wouldn't they? But these will be in no specific order of importance, although I would be lying if I said some cars on this list I would like more than others. But let's get started with the first one, which is the Turismo. Yes, the good old GTA 4 Turismo. I think most people could have seen this one coming. It was a fan favorite supercar from GTA 4. It sounded amazing in that game. It's also one of my favorite cars in GTA 4, and if it came to GTA Online with new customization options, some liveries, HSW upgrades perhaps, that would just be the chef's kiss. And they'd probably end up charging a lot of money for it too. Up next, let's go to a different class of car, the Esperanto, aka the Roman's cab vehicle. Now, I guess this isn't necessarily a GTA 4 specific vehicle, but I'm throwing it in the GTA 4 car list for one main reason. Recently, Rockstar made it so you can use the Eudora and Classic Broadway with the taxi livery on taxi missions, and those are personal vehicles. Well, what if they add in the Esperanto with that same mechanic, being able to use it for taxi work as a throwback to GTA 4? I think that would be pretty neat. And this car is also loved by many people who are fans of GTA 4. So it's really a win-win situation, and I would much rather have this car than some of the other cars they've added recently, like the Click Wagon, for instance. I would much rather have the Esperanto. Moving along, next we have the Super GT, another one of the very good super/sports cars from GTA 4. This is made by the Dubachi brand, which is a brand we don't get a lot of new cars from. I think the last one we got was the Champion in the contract update, I want to say. Maybe I'm wrong though. But the Super GT is just a great looking car. I could also see it being in a Mindset car with armor plating. It just kind of looks like it has that build to it. As for what class it would be in, I would probably say sports in GT Online. I don't think it would be good enough for a supercar, even though it is called the Super GT. But maybe it's one of those cars like the Champion where it looks like a sports car, but it's in the supers class. Hopefully they would make it a bit faster because the Champion is not very competitive in the supers class. Another car I'd like to see come to GTA Online is the Vapid Uranus. Again, a car that's not exclusive to GTA 4, but the model should be the same in both GTA 4 and GTA Online. In fact, if you go to the LS CarMate right now, they actually have a wrecked version of this car just sitting in there. But we don't have a drivable version that we can own and customize. And a lot of people would like this one. I see it talked about all the time on forums that people want this car back. It probably wouldn't be too expensive of a vehicle. I could definitely see it having a potential future in the Sports Classics vehicle class in GTA Online. And with some visual upgrades too, maybe some HSW upgrades thrown on there, it would be a sweet car. Now, I am going to throw in one bike on this list. Despite the title being cars, I do want to throw in one bike, and that is the NRG 900. You might be thinking, it looks almost identical to the Batty 801, so why would we need this? Well, look, it's not the same thing, alright? They're different. And the truth is, a lot of sports bikes look similar in design. But riddle me this, when's the last time we got an HSW bike upgrade, huh? We only have one in the game currently, the HSW Hakuchu Drag, which is a good bike for sure, but in terms of looks, I would say it's lower tier, especially compared to the NRG 900. And who would really complain about having more HSW bikes added? And if you want to get really wild, maybe having a lock-on jammer would be a nice addition to a bike too, because we don't have one in the game with that kind of upgrade currently. This next one is one that I've been saying for a long time now. I've talked about it in videos and streams, everywhere basically. The PMP 600. First of all, when's the last time we got a shyster vehicle in GTA Online? The Deviant? That was what feels like ages ago. And it's the freaking PMP 600. Look how good it looks. These are some photos my friend JSM took using it on a 5M server. It looks outstanding. And it would be a perfect Amani Tech armored vehicle too. It could be similar to the Deity, but maybe a bit faster and better handling because it's not as massive of a vehicle. And I think I could safely say that the PMP 600 probably is one of the top 3 cars that people would want to see from GTA 4 and GTA Online. So it absolutely needs to be added. Come on, Rockstar. Now, we have a lot of Coquette variants in GTA Online. The standard one from 2013, the Coquette Classic, the Coquette Blackfin, the Coquette D10 most recently. But you know what one we don't have? The GTA 4 Coquette, which I still think is one of the best looking models as much as I love the D10. The GTA 4 Coquette is simply unmatched. Even if they gave it the engine note of the standard one from 2013 that we have in the game now, I wouldn't really mind it. I just want to see it return. And imagine they gave it another variant where it has a wide body like they did for the Obey 10F. Man, that would be freaking awesome. And of course, with more customization options too, like spoilers, bumpers, liveries, etc., that would be sick. Moving into the last three here, this one's an SUV, the Huntley Sport. Now, we do have the Huntley S in GT Online right now, but I personally think the Huntley Sport looks way better in comparison. Not exactly sure if this would be a performance SUV or a high performance SUV, but actually, you know what? Fuck it, why not? Just throw some HSW upgrades on the vehicle. I don't think anyone would be complaining about their vehicle being too fast. I don't think anyone would be too furious about that. But yeah, I don't really have much to say about this one. It just would be another nice addition to the SUV class, and could probably have some sick customization too. The Presidente is yet another awesome vehicle from GTA 4 that needs to make its return in GTA Online. Most GTA players know this car because of the infamous police stinger from the Battle of Gatoni. It's got a different front look from the standard Presidente, and of course, it's also much faster. And just like some of the other vehicles on this list, perhaps they give it Amani Tech upgrades and armor plating. Or even better, if they somehow make a police update at some point in the future, they could just add in the entire police stinger with the livery and everything from GTA 4 into that update, and a lot of people would be happy about that. But if it were to be added without a police update, without any police lights on it, I think just having that American flag livery as a reference to it would be very cool, even if it didn't say police on it. And finally, the last vehicle from GTA 4 that we need in GTA Online is the GTA 4 Sentinel. Just like the Coquette, we have a lot of Sentinel vehicle variants in GTA 5 right now, but none quite like the one that's based off the BMW M3, aka the one in GTA 4. And we have the Need for Speed Most Wanted M3 livery in the game right now, but we don't have that GTA 4 Sentinel to put the livery on. We just have a bunch of other cars to put it on, like there's an Obey vehicle you can put it on, for instance, so it would definitely be appreciated. Depending on how they go with it, if they want to not give it HSW, I can see it being a sports classic vehicle, but if they do want to give it HSW upgrades, maybe it could go in the sports class, or maybe it's like the Jester where you can use it in both sports classic and sports races. I think the Sterling GT also has that property. There might be other cars too, but those are just the ones that I've noticed. But what do you guys think of my list? Do you want to see these vehicles come to GTA Online, or do you think they're going to save them for GTA 6? If you had to pick one car off the list in this video, which one would you pick? And are there any vehicles not just from GTA 4, but from any old GTA game that you also want to see added into GTA Online? Let me know down in the comments. I do have to question, why aren't we getting more of these vehicles from the older GTA games? I mean, they're sitting on a gold mine here. There's a lot of old cars from the older classic GTA games that people would love. Even outside of GTA 4, how awesome would it be to get the Kuruma from GTA 3? Even though the game is pushing 10 years old, there's still so much potential in vehicle choices. And I just have a hard time understanding why they haven't tapped into it. If you guys enjoyed the video or found it helpful, feel free to leave a like as well as subscribe to my channel for more GTA Online content. I want to give a huge shout out to all my channel members for your support. If you'd like to become a member for some exclusive perks, you can either use the join button or the link that's down in the description. And as always, thanks for watching and have a great day.